Hi everybody, this is Fagunsha from Integration Lab. Today I am making the 88th video on my channel, and believe me, this is going to be the most important video till now, because today I am going to review a feature launched by Public Connect team in last 2-3 weeks, right? And it is the best feature ever launched by Public team to open infinite possibilities for people who create automations, right? So yeah, without waiting, let's dive right into it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that, so I will get some support to create more content like this. Okay, so here you might have seen recently that they have added an option called action builder inside your account. Now the basic logic says that okay, you can use your AI API key to basically create custom apps, but why do we need to do that, or what are the use cases? Nobody shares that part of things, right? Now let me show you a real life use case that I have recently came across, and how did I basically found a solution for that before or without depending on that team. That's how much powerful this thing right now is. So in Notion, we already have an integration inside Public Connect. Notion create database item. This is my Notion database, and you can see all the fields, right? Now in summary field, I am passing just one word as of now. In files, let's say we are trying to pass a JPG image URL, right? And meeting name will be M2. Let's do a save and send test request. Okay, looks everything worked out fine, right? But you will see files are missing. Summary worked out fine. But imagine if you are trying to pass a long summary, right? Long, how much long? Maybe more than 2000 characters. So I will just change this to M3. I am still keeping the file URL. I am not removing the file URL. Okay, and just like that, body validation failed. It says content length needs to be less than 2000 character, right? uh, Character length actually was 2765, right? So what is the first response when you see this kind of error? You go to Public Connect support and ask them why we are seeing this error. Okay, I did the same thing. I contacted their support, and basically they told me this is a limit by Notion, and this that's why you are seeing this error. Okay, you have to adjust accordingly. Implementing a workaround, they asked me that if I need the help, but what I did, I tried to create my own solution. I tried to pass more than 2000 character on my own. How? Obviously, I used a AI action builder. So once you click on that, you will come to something like this. Obviously, you have to connect your own AI. Currently, I am using Claude Sonnet 4.6 model, and I have found this model very, very, very uh, good output model, right? So here you can see I have given the prompt. I want to update a Notion page using page ID. Key thing is that I need the update text type property with more than 2000 character. Now that is very important, because by default Pabbly's current action doesn't do that. Notion does have a facility to do that, but it actually, as you can see, uh, it has to do chunks, okay, to create a block of 2000 character. Now this is actually not very easy to do via Pabbly action builder as well, but via action builder, AI action builder, it runs your whole code, whole API call as a JavaScript code. So this, all these things are possible much easily, right? Now I just kept on chatting with the model. I gave all the errors and stuff. By the way, if it gets the error, it has an option to do a debug. So you just do one click debug. It, everything works on its own. If you have recently used something called Pabbly Agentic Builder or Agentic AI, which is their separate automation, I can say, platform or product, this is similar to that. Agentic AI Builder is much more advanced compared to this, because that one has access to internet. This one doesn't have access to internet. But if you are trying to build any new integration which is not available in Pabbly Connect already, or you are facing any issues with the in existing integration where you need to add extra actions which are already not available, please check the action AI action builder. You will find your solution within few minutes, and the cost will be what, maybe, if you are not very good at prompt or do not know much about API, it might be 10-15 dollars max to max, for 2-3 actions, I guess, right? Otherwise, it is like, if you know, if you have a little bit knowledge of about AI and APIs, you can generate at least one action per every $3 to $5, I think so. uh, by the way, I am talking about model like Claude Sonnet 4.6. If you go for Opus models, it might cost you a little bit more, right? But at the same time, you might get better output as well, correct? So yeah, OpenAI models did have some issue in this AI action builder. So basically, I got rid of them and basically started using Claude Sonnet, right? So yeah, at the end, what happens? It gives you actions to test right here, right? You can click on them and you can basically enter the details and you can run a full test. You can also see the API request. And the most important part, you can actually convert this into apps like this. So you can just go here, right, and you can click on build app and it will create a app which you can reuse in future, right? So let me show you what happens. So this is the same app that I have converted into like a custom app, right? And if we go here and map the page ID, okay, so this got error actually, right? So I have to first, I am updating the page, I am not creating a new page. So imagine you want to pass text more than 2000 character and also want to upload files. In that case, you first create a normal page using Publish inbuilt actions, right? And then you just map things like this, append or replace. I have even added options as well, all by talking to the AI models. I have done zero coding inside that AI action builder, right? So yeah, in my opinion, this is very, very powerful. So what is the difference between, by the way, action builder and Pabbly agentic AI? So let me show you. Oh, they haven't added that here. Weird. Okay, I will go to all application page first, then this one. Oh, okay. So M3, you can see it has added more than 2000 character in here, right? Via Public Connect now. Okay, so let's check this one out, for example. Now, in agentic AI platform, it creates a workflow which you cannot reuse. Okay, you cannot do like a app that can be used again and again. For example, this one was like submitting a form using a browserless API, right? So it found that API for me and then it did everything on its own, but I cannot convert it into this kind of front end apps which I can use in my workflows, right? What I prefer is whatever I am creating, I should be able to reuse in different workflows with different clients, and I should be able to sell those apps as well, right? So that's why I prefer action builder instead of agentic AI. But at the same time, I do understand agentic AI is much more powerful for complex task, and it also has access to the internet. So the process of setting up some automations will be much more faster, right? Now coming to the next part, where we need to upload files, right? So we wanted to upload that image file. If we go here, you can see the name of the column is files here. So what I will do, I will replace the property name with files here. Now in the content part, I will assume that it's just a URL passing. Let's try doing this and see if it works. Okay, it is still processing. Okay, files here is expected to be files. I must have made some kind of mistake. uh, Oh, yeah, sorry, understood. So, upload file is a different action altogether. So, let's do. Oh, actually, I have already set it up. Let's try that. And nice. So, that one is already available. Let's do a save and send test request. You can pass the file names and everything as well. That should give me a file there in 30 seconds, I guess, max to max. Okay, nice. And you can see the file is now available inside Notion, right? I can actually upload another file as well, right? So if I go and copy this sunset one, and let's change it QQQ to www, right? And let's upload. And that should not remove the old files, by the way. It should just upload a new file beside it, right? So let's check if that works or not. Pabbly has recently updated their timeout as a limit as well from 30 to 60 seconds. And just like that, you can see we have two files available now in Notion database. All these things were not possible before the AI action builder, right? If you face any of these errors like long text or file upload support is not available for any actions, you had to contact that team. Only that team were able to create action where file upload via multi-part form data API calls were supported, right? Now you can build your own just by chatting with an AI model. This is super good. You can control every single thing in those things. You can even build some native apps like image conversions as well and things as well. I actually built that. I built an app which converts webp images to png or jpg, whatever you choose, and it works completely fine. You can actually convert images to pdfs as well. All those apps are already available inside my action builder, and I am using that with multiple clients now actually. So yeah, this thing is super powerful. If you haven't tried it, I will highly recommend that you try action builder one time and see the result yourself. If you do not find a proper solution, you can still contact their support for that. They provide support via support@pabbly.com and forum.pabbly.com, where you can create public or private threads, right? But yes, if you need any application which is not already integrated inside Public Connect as your own app, you can now do it via agentic AI or whatever you want to call it, like chatting with LLM models, right? It actually supports a screenshot as well. So let's say if you are getting some kind of error or something, you can give it a screenshot and ask it to analyze the screenshot and make the changes. So it is super easy to build by just chatting with it. And yeah, this is the future, I think. So Pabbly should focus on. So yeah, if you need this kind of app, by the way, let me show you the backend of the app. So let's do Notion by Fagun. So once the app is built in the AI builder, you can simply convert it into a proper app like this, right? And then you can go to particular field, you can change your help text and everything. All these things are editable. You can make them those fields required, non-required. You can change the JSON and everything. The main part is that they give you this kind of function URL where the API calls are handled on Public Connect's backend side, right? So that's the main part. You should not remove it or change it at all. Do not think that this should be a Notion URL, endpoint URL. This should be as it is coming from the action builder itself, right? In case you want to buy this app, I have that app already available on my store.integrationlab.in. You can get it for $25 or whatever the Indian conversion price is for Indian users. Let me know if you guys have any question. If you want any help related to setting up your automations inside Pabbly Connect, or you want me to build a custom app for you as a paid gig, feel free to message me on Facebook or email me on fagun@integrationlab.in. Till then, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.